It is written.
Mine took 4 days to begin peeling from the day I got it done to 4 days later. Like, so I got it done Thursday, so it started peeling a little bit on Sunday, but then big chunks on Monday. Like, literally it looked like a sunburn peeling. It was very, very raw red after I got it, straight after I got it done, which kind of hurt. It kind of throbbed a little bit, but that kind of went down within a day or two. Okay. So, we're going to get into the cling film. Like I said, after you've taken it off after the hour, or 45 minutes, sorry, they tell you to keep it on, and you just rinse it off, like, because it'll have, like, excess, like, plasma, and, well, just goo that they, not goo that they put on, but they'll put on, like, bare bepanthen, or whatever they use in the studio, on a thin layer to start it off with. So when you get home after that 45 minutes, just give that a wash. Okay. And then, yeah, I was just told to wrap it at night for the first 2 nights. So you wrap it in your cling film. What I done was I got, like, the cling film, wrapped it around my arms, cut the cling film off, and then I kind of got some boxing tape, which, as silly as it sounds, like masking tape, boxing tape, as long as it's taped on your arm. Don't tape it too tight that you're going to cut the circulation off, but tight enough that it's going to protect the tattoo. Nothing can get in and out, but it can still breathe a little bit, if that makes any sense. Like, I would say put, like, because I tied it up, because it was here, I, not tied it up, I taped it up from here all the way around, and the top bit here, and I basically put, like, 2 fingers in, as gross as that sounds, but if you can fit the 2 fingers in, that's, like, just snug. I found that that did not cut my circulation off, but kept it clean overnight for the first 2 nights. And, yeah, so you just take that off in the morning, and then, on the first morning, and then just wash it, like, get your clean hand and the lukewarm water again, and just sort of, like, get a little bit, kind of, not splashed over, but kind of oh my god, I'm lost for words, kind of smooth it over. It's going to be very, very sore, very, very tender. I can vouch for that. So it might take a little bit longer than for the first couple nights or couple days, it's going to take a bit longer to clean it, because, like I said, unless it's going to be very tender, unless you can handle pain really well. But it's not all that bad pain. So then at night, hang on. And then after, yeah, like I said before, the pants in it, just a very, very, very thin layer. Okay, and then, yeah, so as soon as you get it off from the night before, whichever pants in on it, you give it a wash. And I've repeated this a million times, I'm trying to remember. And then you kind of put a little bit of bepanthen on, like a tiny little, tiny pea-dot size. And then during that second night, you do exactly what you've done the first night with the cling rope overnight. But then after that, you don't have to. Well, I was told to only put the cling wrap on at night, and like I said, my tattoo is not infected in the slightest. It's not had any bad reactions, and it's healed really, really well. So what I done obviously was alright. And by pea size amount, I'm just going to show you my bepanthen pea size. And I know these are kind of a bit hard to get the tiniest amount because the thing is so big, but like literally this much. Okay, literally that much. Sorry if my cleavage is showing. Alright, and it might not seem much, but what I also did was make sure my wrist was clean, and I got my wrist and sort of warmed up the oopsies. I don't know how I did it, but I warmed up the product. Or I got not extra, but I did get some, and I have to show you. Hang on. And it doesn't matter if you get excess because it's just going to get rubbed off. Like, it's just going to come off. But do not put the excess on your thingy at all. do not put the excess on your tattoo, only put it on the arm. What I done was I pretty much got this, dabbed it on, and as you can see, as you dab it, it kind of really warms the product up. It probably worked better up here, but I'm just trying to show you a bigger area. And then, imagine, okay, yeah, just see how that one tiny bit went like that long? Okay, so that's all you do, is warm it up somewhere like that. You can always do it between your fingers, but I found that wasted product more than what it would do on the arm. Like, it literally, when I had done it between the fingers, it kind of just made a big mess everywhere, and yeah, I did not like it that way, but the way I did it with the wrist, I actually done it on the wrist with the tattoo, but it was easy to show you on the wrist without, just in case the camera went out of focus while I was trying to show you. And like it focused on the tattoo and not the thing I was trying to show you. Anyway, I hope that makes any sense. Hot water you only need like about 4 milliliters of water, not even that much. I use a bit more, like, you don't need much. I just, like I said, I use a bit more because it was just in a bigger container. You literally just, yeah, that's all I used out of a whole half container or whatever. Okay, I think I've covered everything on that. Okay, the tattoo getting pierced, the tattoo, on this part it hurt like probably this part here would hurt probably about a 5 or a 6, whereas this part here, I'll have to put it in, near the elbow bit hurt it was not even a like pain or sting or anything. Like the other part was like a cat scratchy kind of sting, but near the elbow was more of a vibration with like a pressure. So yeah, and I was surprised at how well I handled it, to be honest. Next 2 weeks after I got it done, well, for the first week, it's not even been 2 weeks. I'm just rounding it off to 2 weeks because by the time you see this, it'll probably be just over the 2 week mark. Anyway, by 1 week, I was applying the Bepanthen maybe once or twice. You have to apply it so your tattoo stays nice and moist, and it's only like the thinnest layer, so you don't see any white cast, but you definitely see like a gloss on it, if that makes any sense. I don't know if I'm using the right terms. But after probably the 5 or 6 day mark, because my skin had basically my tattoo had almost peeled completely at that point, I pretty much only applied it once, maybe twice, whereas before that I was doing 2 or 3 times a day, because you really need to keep it moist. I don't think I'll be continuing the Bepanthen because as I'm feeling it now, it's pretty much healed. Like, the outline's still got some way to go because it still feels like lifted, or not lifted, like it's still got some peeling to go on the, like, parts of the leaves out, leaf petal outline. So anyway, yeah, I definitely would apply it 2 to 3 times a day until your 7 day mark, or until you start peeling. Still apply it when you're peeling, but maybe a little bit less, because I kept applying it, and then like the tattoo had no time to breathe, and it had no time to let the peeling process happen. Like, I was just applying over dead skin, over dead skin, over dead skin, or not dead skin, yeah, dead skin. So I kind of, when it really started peeling a lot, which was probably the day 7-ish mark, again, like I said, I started peeling day 3, but by day 5, 6, 7, it was pretty heavy peeling. So I kind of eased up on the Bepanthen a little bit, like maybe applied it once to twice a day instead of 2 to 3, just so it kept it moist, but it still gave it time to peel. So yeah, I'm sorry, I can't stop feeling my tattoo. everything. I have to just say the day after it was bruised, as a wound will get anyway, because it's like drilling into your skin basically. That bruising went down within like 3 or 4 days like a normal bruise does. You didn't really see it under the tattoo and such, but yeah, that was, people reckon the day after is the most painful part. I would have to admit it's true, because on the day it might seem painful and some people might handle the day 2 compared to the day 1 better and vice versa, but for me the day 2 was bad because the pain was just like there, and no matter what I did, if I accidentally touched it, it hurt like heck and so forth. But on day 1 when it was actually getting done, of course that's stopping and starting pain. Like they literally do a bit, like that much of a line, and then they stop to refill the ink thing. I don't know what. And they go, and like I said, the bruising was just like a throb, and that was like probably about 7 out of 10. So I don't know if I've covered everything. Basically I just want to recap. Always follow your artist's instructions and everything they give you, like, and especially the aftercare shit they give you. Don't be afraid to ring the studio if you have any questions after, whether it's like an hour after, a day after, a week after. Always keep a friend, or always try and have like a support with you. Some places won't allow like groups of people, but I think most places are okay with one person being with you because it's a very small workspace. The place I went to, it was even smaller because I had my wheelchair, and my wheelchair is a little wider obviously, so that kind of took up a bit of the space. But I was lucky that my tattoo artist said I could have that friend with me to hold my hand. Yes, I have. Yeah. If I haven't covered anything, just let me know, and I will hopefully be able to answer all your questions. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll try to answer them ASAP. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in another video soon. Bye!